Wolverines will put total weather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barry Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will get the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact? Your playing days, Jesse.
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like they lead by...
Oh, he's got some space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The lone back's got it. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Might as well stick with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to...
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that... Yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Michigan.
does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a...
Snatches it on the right.
And this type of route, man, going all the way from the left side of the formation, all the way across the field to the right, you better have some decent protection up front. They protect him. He waits for it to develop, and he hits the speedster coming all the way from left to right for the huge gain for this offense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Going to the running game. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Hunt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Hines is tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down.
Turning it on. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marked it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Klein. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Quarterback making checks. On the move. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Pocket breaking down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmaker.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
I tell you what, safeties in today's football now, it changes, right? You used to be big hitters that spin down all the time and have to play the run. Now with so much pass, so much spread, you better be able to cover. You better be able to have some speed. Great job sitting back in zone coverage, breaking on the football, going and getting that INT.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Dupree. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Sometimes you might be tempted to get a little tricky there. Got a quarterback, he can fall forward, he can move the chains. Just do that.
Reese, I agree, because if I can't get short early situations with a quarterback sneak, I don't deserve to win anyways. So I better be able to toughen up, get a little bit of push, and get the yardage.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Mason. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's Haynes. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep down the right side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Looking for blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab outside. It's Simpson. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Wolverines in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle, it's McCulley. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Gets it to him on the screen. And into the end zone. gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. Go straight ahead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Michigan! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that...
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Takes a hit as he fires. Wide open downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Quick with the spin move. Oh, a lot of space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers.
And I like the play call because when you get in the red zone, you get more man-to-man. The field shrinks. What do? Put a guy in motion. Good timing. Get it to him. And how about the receivers on the outside blocking up their guys, and he takes it all the way in for the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
If the defense plays the jet sweep like this the rest of the game, I'm going to call a lot of it. Completely unprepared. They outflank the defense right away, get it on the perimeter, good blocking, and he says, look at this speed, takes it all the way to the clip.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. It's a draw. Running into the open space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Great timing on the draw play, too, by the coaching staff. It's a down and distance where the defense thinks it might be pass, so you hit him with the draw and get a big gain.
Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mason. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The QB draw. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move there. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play.
It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed on the outside, it's McCulley. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to pass. It's Underwood. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by a field goal over Oregon State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
The Badgers want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds a tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Caught near the sticks, it's Dupree. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Badgers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Sends it back in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Trying play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Fires deep on the run. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level than this time.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more...
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. From the gun. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Badger!
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Try to get it to the edge. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They're still firing away even with this lead. A shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together.